Hi everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today is June 29th, Monday at 12:30 my time, Eastern Standard Time. Just wanted to go over the CFDs and the forex. Just wanted to show you typical harmonic patterns that I'm seeing. Last Friday night I just put up a video. It didn't look too good. It was only China and the US, specifically the NASDAQ, as a shorting opportunity. Right now the markets are looking okay. They're up. I personally think it's just I was just reading somewhere it was a fake bull, and it's possible. So we have up here, you can see S&P up 1.22, Dow up 1.81. This seems to be the big winner. NASDAQ up, and then just everything else seems to be not doing too strong. Let's see what else. We got oil up is quite a bit. I think that's China. Bonds are up. This is the funny thing that they move together with the stock. Doesn't make sense to me. See, here's what I'm about to tell you. Retail traders might not like this. We have here that the forex I just showed you there in the euro against the US is just it's fairly weak compared to other assets. Crypto, I'll do in a separate video. But here it's just really flat. It's just not going anywhere. So we'll leave that at that. Here's Motorwave with the harmonic scam. So I only had two excellent scores on Friday. And you can still see here that China is still up there with an excellent score. But now we're starting to see the Germany, and the German index is up. But you can just see it's pretty well topped out at its upper range. When you look at the overall euro, it's doing okay. And I think that has to do with this right here. France. France has been shockingly, surprisingly strong, or it can be. So here, compared to the NASDAQ 100, you can see that it's pointing down. But Europe, for some reason, is pointing up. Okay, so we're not going to touch this order. I have mentioned corn before. That's a pretty strong move up from here at the upper range target of 4206. So that's up to 3.1. So it's about 25% return if it does happen towards harvest season. Natural gas is down, but you can see here it's got a big bar move up. We've seen those before. This may stay flat, I think. I'm not going to worry about that. China is not as strong compared to France. It's got a little bit of upward momentum still, but France and China looks like the ones to watch. Now, in my headline, as you know here, we're comparing both forex and CFD using Oanda data. I never trade Oanda, but data I can use for free. But the point here is that you start to see the only decent pair we have is the pound, British pound against the Canadian dollar. And the other thing that you should be highlighting here, there is very little upward momentum. There's no momentum at all for any U.S. stock. And it's been like that since Friday. So this is where the money's going. This is where the money's being flowed into. It looks like China. France, I wouldn't be surprised at some point as well. Oil still has a very good, so that trade still looks like it could happen. I mean, I just showed you 2.6% up today. So maybe short term at $55 is very realistic. And I would say, yeah, France and China have corn maybe. I'll still put money on that. But you can see here is just there's very little momentum. I mean, there is this British pound against the Canadian dollar, as I showed you. So it's a short opportunity there. Euro against the US dollar. Euro against the Canadian. So not much movement there. Euro against the Canadian. Doesn't really excite you, you know what I mean? And that's a short as well. So Definitely, retail forex does not look good, but the futures market still has some strength, really, in Europe. Seems to be, as well as oil, China. And those make sense because of oil demand coming out of China. Agriculture, that's a seasonal trade right there for corn. So I just wanted to show you that. This is what I'm seeing for now, and very little activity. Well, not top performer for sure. Going to U.S. indices, I don't know why, but so they seem to have topped out for sure. Other than that, thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day. Over and out.